Rotarians and guests, it's my pleasure to introduce our special guest for tonight, His Excellency, the Honourable Hugh Van Lay, AC, Governor of South Australia. Please welcome His Excellency. Thank you.
Good evening all. It's always great to be amongst the Rotarians, the people that I must admire amongst many, many generous, kind Australians. Thank you, Tony, for that introduction. I acknowledge Mr. David Jones, Governor, Rotary District 9510, Jeff Cruz, and all the club's presidents, Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that we're gathering here this evening, the Kaurna people, and we respect their spiritual relationship with their country. And I thank Robert Taylor for his gracious welcome to the country. It is my great pleasure to be with the members of the District 9510 to celebrate 100 years of Rotary in Australia and New Zealand. With the COVID-19 lockdown restriction that we lived through last year, I have a renewed appreciation for being able to meet with you all this evening in person. While Zoom meetings and telephone conference are great, and I'm sure that you have many in the past 12 months, there is something special about spending time in each other's physical presence and enjoying our fellowship together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on this day, 100 years ago, the Rotary Club of Melbourne received its charter. And from this, Rotary in Australia has grown enormously, with thousands of members at clubs around the nation pursuing the organisation motto of service above self. As we all know, in the last century, Rotary has embarked on a vast number of humanitarian projects which have significantly improved the lives of millions of people around the world. It was Australia's Sir Clem Renouf who, as President of Rotary International in 1978 and 1979, led the international campaign to vaccine every child against polio. And as a result of these early efforts by Rotary, the global community came together in 1988 to launch the Global Polio Eradication Initiative. And since then, polio cases have reduced by 99.9%, and polio remains endemic only in Afghanistan and Pakistan today. And this outstanding achievement was in part a result of the cumulative actions of Rotary and its members, of course, including Australian clubs, who contributed significantly amounts of their time and finance to the project. At the district level, Rotarians also work together to give some wonderful opportunities to our young people. These opportunities are diverse and including school students exchange programs and international scholarship to university students. At the same time, individuals' clubs make an enormous contribution to their local communities, whether it is raising money for a new community playground or assisting in response to the bushfire or flood or many others natural disasters. But of course, there is still much more for Rotary to accomplish. Rotary has identified particular areas of focus, which include promoting peace, providing clean water and sanitation, saving mothers and children, supporting education, growing local economies, and fighting disease. And I would like to acknowledge and to congratulate the Rotary 100 Celebration Committee for setting ambitious service goals to coincide with the centenary. And these goals include working with a partner organisation to vaccinate 100,000 children in Pacific nations against several diseases, ending trachoma in Aboriginal children, and installing peace poles and undertaking other peace-focused activities in 100 Australian schools. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been very humbled to be an honorary member of Adelaide South Rotary Club for many, many years, and for the last 7 years have also become an honorary member of this club, the Rotary Club of Adelaide. And in my current role and my previous roles as the Lieutenant Governor and Chairman of the South Australian Multicultural and Ethnic Affairs Commission, I have been fortunate enough to be a guest speaker and attending meetings at a number of Rotary clubs across the state. And I have been always inspired by the commitment and the passion of all Rotarians who I met. Invariably each year, when I present the Australia Day Honours or Queen's Birthday Honours at Government House, there will be some Rotarians among the recipients. And these awards most often reflects the community service at the grassroots level. And I'm so proud to be part of Rotary movement, which has never been shy to take on some of the world's toughest challenges. And I'm also proud to be part of the movement that is willing to shift and evolve to meet the changing needs and desires of its membership. As we look forward to the next 100 years of Rotary, I encourage clubs to look to our state's culturally diverse communities as part of the strategies to recruit new members. Ladies and gentlemen, in Australia today, nearly 1 in every 2 people who are either born overseas or having at least one parent who was born overseas. Collectively, Australian people speak more than 150 different languages and having more than 200 different cultural heritages amongst us. I think that having such people aboard can enrich local community groups by enhancing the energy and the breadth of our work. They can bring fresh insights, contribute to the many different ways of doing things, and form valuable links between the clubs and members of their own communities and their original countries. And as we know, there are some challenges in attracting new members into the fold of all service clubs, including Rotary. And thus we need to work out a way to ensure that they can find value and interest in joining, and that traditional procedures are flexible enough to accommodate contemporary lifestyle and business commitments. For example, project-based work, one project at a time, maybe one approach to attracting people with many commitments competing for their time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for the kind invitation to join you this evening. Congratulations to Rotary on reaching its centenary, and I wish the organisation every success for the future. Happy birthday. Good evening.
Well, there's a few oldies in it too.
would like everyone to sing along with the next song. It's called I Am Australian. I'm actually Belgian, but I will be Australian for tonight. So the lyrics will normally be on the screen. So if you feel this urge to sing along, please do. It's also an audition. So if I can hear your voice loud and clear, you can actually join our choir.
Rotarians and guests, will you please welcome a lady who's put an enormous amount of effort, along with other members of her club, the President of the Rotary Club of Adelaide, Heidi Onderworfen, who joins us right now. Heidi, thank you. I better take the winning point.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. As the 98th President of the Rotary Club of Adelaide, I am now going to connect the dots from our past to our present by passing the Rotary Adelaide baton to my fellow Rotary Club Presidents of Area 12. Jeff Clues is passing it to me first. Rotary Club of Adelaide, founded in 1923.
Barry from the Rotary Club of Prospect, chartered 1950.
Vickers Bester for the Rotary Club of Regency Park, chartered in 1980. We're now 40 years old.
Richard Bentley, Rotary Club of Walkerville, 1989, I think. I was there. I think we were in the car park out to the back that day, but it's great to be in Centre House tonight.
Glenda Sherwin Lane, the Rotary Club of Central, which was formed on the 1st of March 2020. And it is an amalgamation of Adelaide West and Adelaide South with 97 years of Adelaide Rotary service between them.
Charles Shahinger, Rotary Club of Adelaide Parks. We were founded in 1984.
Rob McLennan, President of the Rotary Club of Adelaide Light, and we were chartered in 1986.
The baton has now been passed to Dr. Roy Scragg. Roy, a member of the Rotary Club of Adelaide, is as old as the Rotary Club of Adelaide. He's 98 this year. And like Jeff Tate, who's also here today from our club, they are both wonderful representatives of what Rotary was and still is. Roy joined the Rotary Club of Port Moresby in 1958 and has been a Rotarian for 63 years. Roy will now pass the baton to the Rotaractors. And I ask Wajan Abulmafasta from the Rotary Club of Adelaide, Rotaract Club of Adelaide University. She's like one of ours, really, to say the final words.
Thank you, Heidi. In the name of young South Australians, we promise to carry on the example set by Rotarians in the past 100 years. By honouring our past and embracing our future, we will help Rotary evolve and keep it only relevant but thriving in the spirit of fellowship and fun. For the good of our planet and for the good of our people, and for this honour of service above self. Thank you.